Oh, good morning everyone, and we are back in the garage of the washing machine. And if you thought that the giant Trevally was big, well, this is 130 centimetre long, or 90 centimetre in real world, Corvette hull that I've had for many years, sat in the loft gathering dust. Now, obviously the giant Trevally is quite a big sub diesel electric, contemporary of the Oberon class, but faster, bigger battery compartment, so much more underwater endurance. I've done a video on that. I won't go into details on that. This is 1 in 72nd scale. It is essentially a 1 in 35th hull converted from a Type 23, and there's the Type 23 in reality. Now, when you start building ships, what becomes very apparent is actually that space really becomes a factor in design, space and weight. So whilst my Corvettes pack an absolute punch, at the minute my micro Corvettes, they don't have a lot of sea endurance. Now, the two things that are important in, well, a lot more, but one of the big things that's important with shipbuilding is your beam, which is the width of the hull. Now, the broader beam, you've got more room for electronics, you've got more room for crew, weapon systems, and more stability at sea. And this actually has quite a good beam of 6.5 centimeters, its widest part, which is quite good. That allows for quite a good amount of space. As you can see, 1 in 72nd people can go in there, but when you start putting machinery and stuff like that, it soon gets used up. The other thing which uses up a lot of space is helicopters. Now, helicopters are, to me, quite important for operations, because they give operational flexibility. Downside of helicopters is, and this is a small helicopter, this is the Lynx, is that they really do need some houses to go in at the end of their shift, and when you start adding hangars on, you very quickly end up with very little space for everything else, which is a real problem. So I would quite like to put a Seahawk on this, but the Seahawk is obviously a lot larger. Now, really, I can take the helicopter deck. This isn't very stable, I haven't put a stand on. I can take the helicopter deck to about here, which would allow the operation of a Seahawk, and then a 26 centimetre hangar deck. It then only leaves really 26 centimetres for the central portion, which is where your funnels, your machinery would be down here. And then at some point you've got to have a bridge, and then if you want the forward facing weapons, again, it limits your choice and size of those weapons. So everything in ship design is an absolute compromise, and getting it right is really difficult. So hats off to the naval architects, and you can see why even a 1 in 72nd frigate is 1.8 meters long, because that extra 50 centimeters, which would be to the tail of the Antonov, gives you a lot more space for your hangars and stuff. Take care, goodbye.